Team Hit has battled from the bottom to the top, potentially winning this game. Oh my goodness! Oh! Devin Watson did it! Devin Watson, the game winner from almost midcourt. Valley Farm is dejected. The bottom seed in the Swish League just won. Wow, unreal. Unreal indeed. Welcome everybody. We are the Sons of Montezuma podcast. It's a Kiss the Rings episode. It feels good to be back, guys. I'm full of energy, even though I shouldn't be. But it's great to see both of you. It's great to see both of you. It's great to see all of you in the chat. Summertime, we are in the thick of it. Of course, you guys know what to do. Before we go any further, hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps the algorithm get all crazy. And if you guys have been paying attention, Swish League has been taking over the Sons of Montezuma YouTube channel. So we appreciate all the clicks, all the views, all the attention to America's finest pro-am. Of course, to my left, you cannot stop him. You can only hope to contain him. It is SD Sports Fiend. A little, yeah. Can't have that one in there, man. Can't have that one in there.
I like that one. Any of them work for me.
Hey, copyright issues, man. You know, you gotta be wary of those copyright issues. That is, is that Travis Scott? Travis Scott, yeah.
I believe so.
Hopefully he doesn't think. Hopefully he doesn't get me in trouble. And of course, Mr. Tortella, are you playing the piano in the dark like that song goes? When he plays piano. Why you got all the lights off back there, dude? Very romantical.
I do a lot of stuff in the dark. You know what I mean? No. My little girl's sick, so she's in the chair over there sleeping. So
we got to keep things on a hush. Got to keep it down.
What's up, boys? Down. I haven't seen you in I've been terrorizing you on the text messages, but other than that, I haven't seen you guys 2 months, man. This is fun to be back, dude.
Yeah, we've been busy. Me and Fiend, of course, we're here in San Diego. Mike up there in East Tahoe. Wish you were down here so we can get you in on the Swish action, but you know, it's been a lot of fun. I know you're keeping an eye from afar, and for everybody joining us who saw that opening clip. Oh my goodness, we've been laboring all through Swish League every single Sunday, bringing the Sunday game of the week. Of course, the games are on Thursday as well. But this past Sunday, the playoffs, guys, the playoffs. I know I was the only one of the three there. Fiend, you took a little vacation time, right? How are you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. And just what the doctor ordered, I was up in the mountains near the Rocky Mountain National Park, visiting some family, hanging out in Estes Park. So got to check out the Stanley Hotel and the inspiration for the movie The Shining. It was pretty cool. I took a tour of that and had a lot of fun. It was a good week of rest and relaxation, but I really am bummed that I missed those games yesterday because I saw that shot by Devin Watson as I was getting onto my plane. And so much good action yesterday. I was really bummed that I didn't get a chance to see it.
Hold on a second. Let's back up, dude. What was the vibe at that hotel, at the Estes Hotel, or the Shine? What's it? Is it called the Estes Hotel or Stanley?
The Stanley Hotel. Yeah, it is. It's just like an old hotel, and yeah, there is definitely a creep factor to it. I don't know if it's haunted or not, but yeah, there's definitely been some paranormal activity and things happen there. And I don't know. I thought it was cool though. I really enjoyed it, and it was just fun taking the tour and getting all the history about Stephen King staying there and the inspiration for that book that was turned then into a movie and then turned into a miniseries.
We should have shown your meme that you made from The Shining with Nathan Mensah, crashing through the door, man, I can't remember. How did that meme go that you made?
Which one?
Oh, that was
about four of them, man. It's got me
with Nathan Mensah, with Mensah on there.
Yeah, so I put Nathan Mensah's face where Jack Nicholson is peeking through the door, after you're trying to bust it down with an axe, and then I think I put the Mountain West logo on his wife, and I think that we made that right after he announced he was returning to San Diego
coming
State
back.
for his super senior year. Yeah. So had a lot of fun with that.
The defensive juggernaut. Hey, you know, a little headline, right? I believe he signed with the Spurs, right? Is that he's in the Spurs official? Is that what's going on? I see a couple little headlines, and you know, before we actually talk a little bit more about Swish League and that shot, guys, really quick, and we're going to talk a little bit more specific about Swish League, the ins and outs, and what we've been doing as a broadcast team. We're going to do that a little later on in the episode, guys. But this past Sunday, the playoffs, I do want to call a little bit of attention to one of our own, and that is SD Superfan. If you guys know who that is, I don't think there's any. Is there any kind of revealing the cover? I don't think there's any kind of revealing for the cover. Right? That's not like So Kai, for those of you who are in the know, Kai is just the biggest Aztec supporter out there. I mean, you talk about football, baseball, basketball, water polo, swimming, diving, any sport on the Mesa, Kai is going to be there, and he's going to be supporting. He's going to be loud. He was there loud at the gym for the Swish this past Sunday, especially for this game that we're going to be talking about. Prayers up for Kai. He's such a gamer. He showed up to the gym with his foot bandaged up, and he got stung by stingrays. Kai, if you're watching this right now, I hope you are. I stopped by him to visit him in the hospital before we came home to record this. So he's in the hospital, guys, but he showed up at the gym so he could help us record. That's how bad he wanted to be there and witness that game and be a part of what we're doing at Swish. And, you know, after a while, you just couldn't, you know, you got to go, man. You got to go get that thing checked out. So to his credit, he did eventually, but, you know, he really wanted to be there so bad. He showed up in that condition. It's like, wow, just what a gamer. So Kai, we're thinking of you. You know, went down there and saw him. His spirits are well. So everybody sent some good prayers out to Kai and some well wishes for a speedy recovery, because that's you know, he's a surfer. So, you know, it could get a little dangerous out there. But you know, we're thinking about you, bro. We're thinking about you, Kai. We know you're a big supporter of what we do, and each one of us here. So, Fiend, you got anything before we move on?
Yeah, prayers up for Kai, man. I mean, he is Mr. Aztec, you know, of our generation, as far as like the biggest fan of San Diego State sports. And he's all in 100%. Just, you know, I just wish him the best and quick recovery, and you know, I hope everything goes smoothly and he gets discharged from the hospital soon. So miss you, Kai.
Very well said. Very well said. And yeah, I want to give Border X Brewing a little shout out as we move forward down in Logan. I was there this weekend. What it was called, of course, it was Comic-Con weekend. It was called ChicanoCon, and some alums were down there. Some very distinguished alums were down there, and Los Darth Vatos, the band. They were a fun Comic-Con Star Wars band, dude. They were very welcoming. Aztecs fans, Rosalia, thank you for the invite. And her brothers are all part of the band. Had a great time down there at Border X. And of course, Lalo Alcaraz, he's the a famous alum artist. So big shout out to Border X for putting that thing through. But guys, let's talk about what we are here to talk about. Because we witnessed, like, man, the shot of the summer. The shot of the summer at the Swish League. You guys been paying attention and watching all these Sunday games. It's been fantastic. Of course, we all know Valley Farm was like just the super Aztec loaded team. I mean, you're talking about JCJ on the team, you know, Miles Bird on the team. You're talking about Nathan Mensah was there, started before he went to Summer League. Matt Bradley was there this past game. I mean, you talk about Billy White. I mean, the list goes on and on. It was just full of Aztecs. They had lost one game all Swish League, and so they were the number one seed in the playoffs. Well, this man we're about to bring up into the show, making his Sons of Montezuma podcast debut, absolutely ruined everybody's brackets if they had their brackets filled out for the Swish League. We're gonna before we introduce him, let's take another look back on the shot of the summer, I want to call it, so far. Your team hit has battled from the bottom to the top, potentially winning this game. Oh my goodness! Oh! Devin Watson did it! Devin Watson, the game winner from almost midcourt. Wow!
Devin Watson, team just hit a game winner in overtime. What were your thoughts going in for that last shot?
Man, I knew the last shot. I just knew when we went to overtime and it was 7 points. I'm not passing it.
I'm not passing
it. But I just knew. I knew they gave me some room. I've been shooting it deep for a while now. I didn't want to come off the screen. I was too tired, and I just had a good look.
What were you feeling when Billy White went to the free throw line with the ability to win the game?
I mean, obviously Billy likes to draw fouls, and he does a good job at it, so I was worried. But I don't think that was a foul, so he missed one. Thank God. But yeah, I was thinking like, damn, it's over, but he missed one.
All right, thank you, Devin. Good job today.
Valley Farm is dejected. The bottom seed in the Swish League just won. Wow, unreal. I love it. I love it. I don't know if it was the best call I've ever had, but it was definitely one of the top moments. All right, let's bring him in, everybody. Welcome. Make a lot of noise wherever you guys are. He is an Aztec for life, a San Diego kid, of course, San Diego County. Welcome, making his podcast debut, Sons of Montezuma, Devin Watson. Devin, what is going on, man? Welcome to the show.
Hey, how y'all doing? Glad to be here.
Good to see you, D. Watts.
What's up, man?
Okay. we got your post game. We got your post game right there on the court. Thank you for doing that and being gracious in that moment. It was a crazy moment in the gym. I don't think anybody saw that coming when you pulled up, took a little step back, and I mean, you're talking about almost mid-court shot. Like you knew you were gonna take that shot. You obviously knew.
I definitely thought I was. There was a lot of adrenaline going, but I definitely thought I was because I was tired. It was hot in that gym, and we went to overtime. So yeah, I definitely knew I was gonna take that shot.
Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. I seriously do. I think nobody saw that coming. Of course, when you look at Valley Farm, how stacked they are, right, with a ton of Aztecs, current and past. And how much fun have you been having in Swish League, man? I know you're playing overseas right now. Mm-hmm. So to come back home, I mean, how much fun has this been this summer for you?
I would say this summer has been the most fun for me because I'm playing with some of my younger brothers. Some of the guys I went to school with that's younger than me this year, because I played in Swish in the past, and I played with like Matt Bradley and other guys that a lot of people know, and I won a couple championships. But this year I'm playing with my younger bros, so it feels good to come home and just kind of like play for fun, but still like go at a lot of top guys.
Yeah. You want to give a shout out on who that is? You want to give a shout out? Show some family love. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Got a shout out to Eric Pierce, EP, Kiave, and those are my younger bros. So I had to play with them this year. They wanted me to play with them. They was like, man, every year you come to the Swish League and you play with everybody else. You got to play with us this year. So it felt good.
Nice. Well, I'm seeing the chat. People are representing for Oceanside. That's what I'm seeing in the chat on YouTube. I've always been a little curious about this. Tell me about Oceanside specifically. Fill us in.
I mean, Oceanside is beautiful. We got the beach right here. We got it's always sunny in San Diego. But I love Oceanside. It's calm, it's peaceful, and it's just somewhere to relax. If you want to go to, we had the pier, but I think it's shut down right now. But we had a pier. Ruby's was at the end. Everyone used to go and eat. But yeah, Oceanside is nice and relaxing.
So where's your spot when you come back in town from being overseas or somewhere? Where's your spot you got to go to for some grub?
Too many name. Like right now, I don't want to tell everybody but right now I like yeah. But I would say if you want some good breakfast brunch spots, you can go to Carlsbad Village. Say Carlsbad Village has some good spots. Encinitas definitely has some good spots. Yeah, say some good spots out here.
Where's the spot? You're not going to like Seaside Market or anything like that?
I would say the spot, Carlsbad Village. If you want some good food, you want to go see the beach, you want to see the water, I say Carlsbad Village.
Okay. I love it up there, man. My grandfather used to live up there out in Carlsbad off 76. It's a great spot up there, man. All that stuff's cool up there. Yeah, I mean, I love it up there.
Okay, all right. So tell us a little bit about what's been going on since the Mesa. It's your days on the Mesa, right? And it's hard to believe, man, how much time has passed. It really is tough to believe. I'm sitting there in the gym on Swish every Sunday, and I'm seeing, a former player here, Aztec for life there, and it's just like, wow.
Yeah.
Tell us about some of your journeys, playing overseas, your basketball journey since leaving the Mesa, man.
Well, I would just say just got to keep going hard, just got to stay the course. It's going to be a lot of ups and downs, but if you love the game, you're just going to keep going until you can't play no more. So that's pretty much what I would say about that. Like, to anyone out there who's grinding after college and stuff like that, just if it's really your passion, just keep going no matter what. Like, don't let nobody stop you.
Do you have any favorite spots that you played at, like overseas? Any teams or countries that you've been to that you really loved?
I would say Australia. I like Australia.
Yeah,
I like Australia out there.
What about it? What about Australia? What's going on out there? Let's
I mean, because I really like the beach. I really like the beach. So they got a lot of beaches out there. The water's nice.
Kind of reminds you of Southern California, right?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I like to go by the beach. I like to get some food. So I would say that's definitely a place that I really like to be at.
Definitely a chill atmosphere.
Did you go shark diving? Did you go shark diving down there?
No, but I would. I would, though.
Yeah. That'd be cool, man. That'd be scary.
You gotta pay me a lot of money.
Just watch where you step, man. Ask our boy Kai. I mean, he's a surfer. He's out there, Stingray, and he showed up to Swish, and he still showed up. That's incredible, man. Incredible. And Australia's they got all those like crazy animals out there. It's one of the most dangerous places to be around in nature, right?
It's not how people think though, because I was out there. I'm out there 2 years now, and I've only seen about 3 spiders.
Okay.
In 2, I'm telling the truth. In 3 years, I've seen 2 spiders. Like, so it's
the middle of the country. You don't go to the middle of the country. That's where all that stuff, crazy stuff, is in Australia. Except the sharks, So
yeah, feel that.
All the dingoes and stuff. Is that what's going on?
So what are you looking forward to? When's your next game? Thursday or Friday or Sunday?
Yeah, I think we have a game this Thursday, right? Next playoff game.
Yep. Thursday.
So I've thought.
Oh yeah, I thought y'all knew. I think we play.
I know. I know.
Fiends.
You guys are playing UTG.
Okay,
UTG. I was not seeing that happening. And
Fiend takes a week off, man. He's behind the.
Why didn't you see that happening?
Well, I mean, okay, it's not like Multi Goods was the juggernaut that was going to steamroll him or anything like that, right? But then when you see Norman Powell just come out and just, oh my goodness, you know what I mean? I didn't see that happening. And then he came out and it was, okay, that's what happened, And there were 2 upsets. Yours wasn't the only one, right? So
who was upset again?
The number 2 seed, which is the defending 2-time winner. I know it's a different team from last year and the previous year, but NLYS, they were technically that team. They were like the back-to-back winners. They were the number 2 seed. So you knocked off the number 1 in Valley Farm, and then NLYS.
Okay.
They got knocked
off. The low ballers,
The low ballers, yeah. And that might
I
be
knew you
how
were
it
gonna be
is.
there.
I mean,
Devin, I knew your team was going to be there, man. I had utter faith in you guys.
I knew. Listen, any team I was gonna be on, I knew we got a chance because I got experience in the Swish. I'm a 2-time champ, so I knew any team I was gonna be on could contend at least.
That
and
carries a lot of weight. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. How many points did you have? You had like 40-some points, right?
dude. Yeah.
Oh,
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really impressive. I mean, I gotta say, I mean, a team that was just loaded with current former Aztecs, and you pretty much towards the end, especially at the end there, put the team on your back, carried you to a dub. I mean, very impressive performance. I mean, I'm just blown away. I honestly, if I would have had to take a team, just looking at the personnel, I probably would have gone with Valley Farm, man. But
Yeah.
Dev, you got that dog in you, man, and you carried your team to a win. It's really impressive.
Yeah, but I can't take all the credit because my little bros, they definitely hooped. They definitely hooped and came to play. Like, they made big plays after big plays. It was not just me out there. Like, there was one time we was down with like 81-77, I believe, and we got a big steal and a layup, and then we got another steal and another layup. So like I can't take credit for all that. Like, they made big plays, so it wasn't just me out there.
JK says 40 points with a running clock. That's an excellent point because in the Swish League, that clock is running. Like you have a turnover, the ball out of bounds, that clock is running. So to put up that kind of production, that is very impressive. And it shouldn't be any surprise. Andrew's telling us behind the scenes, it shouldn't be any surprise. It kind of reminds us of those performances on those Aztec teams taking down ranked Nevada teams. I mean, you guys had their number, and of course, that 2018 year when you guys just rattled off just a consistency towards the stretch. That was a special time. That experience for sure. I mean, Devin is that dude. We've always known this. Fiend, those are special years for you, beating Reno, Nevada, Reno, all those times.
Oh God! I mean, one of my favorite, games watching the Aztecs, besides going to the Final Four, was watching that smackdown of Nevada in 2018, where I think we outscored them by 30 in the first half, and that was really impressive. Then we came back the next year as the underdog, and then beat them in the semis again. So we definitely had their number in the Mountain West tournament, and you were there for both years, and man, what an impressive run we had there in the tournament.
Yeah, definitely. Those are good times for sure.
I'm loving this Arturo in the chat. He says Devin never saw a shot he didn't like. LOL. What do you got to say about that, man? How has your game changed from those Aztec days? Has it, or are there certain facets of your game, certain things that you've built on?
I would say from the Aztec days, I was a lot faster. I was definitely a lot faster, but I showed some of that quickness last game. But I say those Aztec days is a lot faster, a lot more speed.
It happens to us all, man. It happens to us. Well, what do you think, man? How's your mentality in where you're at now in the game? You know what I mean? It's such a worldwide game. The opportunities, your life's passions, your goals, things you want to achieve. Like, how are you taking things these days? What are you going after?
I'm just taking it one day at a time. Everything I'm just taking one day at a time, step by step. I'm not trying to move too fast, but I'm not trying to move too slow. But I'm just keeping God first, and just my family protecting me, have my back, and that's all I could be thankful for. So I'm just trying to be thankful.
Big time. Big time, man. I love hearing that, especially with a lot of our guys. We get to do these interviews and we never take them for granted. You know what I mean? Because this is such a impact in San Diego, and of course on us. I mean, we're as diehard as they come, and building this platform that we've been able to build and have players like yourself come on. I mean, it's sobering to hear it, especially after getting to talk with Coach Fisher, I got to interview him there at the Swish the other week. I mean, that was my first time ever talking with him, to be honest with you. And to sit there and just hear the lessons, and I know you played for Dutch, especially that first year. But to hear the program, what they've built there, and then get to meet guys like yourself, it's like, man, it's even more pride that we have in this program, in what's been able to, how do you say, just grow. And Swish to me is an extension of that, right? It's not just a San Diego State thing; it's a all San Diego County thing. I mean, you're coming from Oceanside, you got other players coming from all over, a lot of the West Coast, but it's a big source of pride for me in San Diego hoops, that's for sure. So it's awesome to hear that type of a perspective,
Yeah, definitely.
I want to hear some stories, though. I want to hear some stories. I mean, what has made you come to that, or made you feel that gratefulness, that those blessings? You know what I mean? Playing college ball at the D1 level is not an easy thing. I think people don't really understand. I mean, it's a worldwide game, so to achieve that level is like, you're one of the best in the world.
I just say a lot of hours. A lot of hours in the gym, before practice, after practice. That's all I can say. Just working hard. When nobody's watching. I remember you said you want a couple stories. I remember I was going to high school in Army Navy, and I would always show up like an hour and a half before practice, and I would be training. And then some of my best friends who was on the team, who were freshmen, sophomore as well, they would come join me, and we would just do my workouts. Like, I'd be putting them through workouts and stuff like that. And then after we play one, so I would just say like that, like, for anybody who's in high school right now, just get a group of friends and just start doing drills, like go on YouTube and things like that, and find drills for y'all to get better and compete. And so I think that's what it's about. That's what my mentality been built on, just working hard.
Hey, when you decided to transfer from San Francisco, how was the transition back to San Diego State? What was that whole situation like? How did that come about, and what was what happened there?
It's kind of a long story, but I've always wanted to play at San Diego State, and I just felt like when I transferred from the University of San Francisco, the time was right. My coach staying at University of San Francisco was done there, so I decided to turn down a lot of other offers after I entered the portal and to go play for San Diego State, and I'm happy I made that decision, and we got a championship.
So how did that go? Did they reach out to you? Was there mutual interest for a while, or what was kind of that interaction?
When I said I was gonna transfer, the interest was definitely there, because I think I was like a top 5 transfer, and I remember me and Coach Hudson got in touch, and we had a lot of conversations, and we was like, hey, we want to win, and I was like, I want to win, and we kept talking. I think we brought in Cameron Rooks too. I said, yeah, Cameron Rooks from Cal, he wanted to come to San Diego State, and we brought him in too, and we was like, we just want to win. And I feel like everything came together. Coach Fish was like, we want you here, just the right time, and I feel like we made it happen.
I love it when San Diego, players come back and play for San Diego State. And you talk about timing. I mean, your story kind of sounds very similar to Wayne McKinney, coming to San Diego State this year for his final year after playing in the WCC at University of San Diego, where, didn't really have a roster spot for him because, that backcourt was so loaded, for the last couple of years. And now, that spot open. And so he's got that opportunity to come to San Diego State and play for his hometown team. And just a lot of parallels there, with Wayne. And have you talked to Wayne at all about, that move to San Diego State?
I've seen him briefly recently, but we haven't really talked about that. But yeah, I would say it's kind of similar.
Yeah, we're really excited to see him play for the Black and Red.
Do you get to many games? Are you in town for some of the season?
I haven't been recently, but hopefully I can catch a game or two. Definitely.
What do you miss about it? What do you miss about VA House?
The atmosphere, it's a loud crowd. The I believe we can win chant. Definitely love the colors, the black and red. So yeah, I miss a lot about it. I don't want to reminisce too much, You
You
reminisce.
do it all day.
I'm ready to suit up again.
So I
If
have a
they
question
had
for
a
you.
throwback, I got one more question. Sorry.
Okay, sorry.
If they have what's that tournament? The tournament where they have like alums from colleges, would you play for a San Diego State team?
Yeah, definitely. If
That
they
event?
do have that, yeah.
We should get one together.
Like
that'd be fun.
a West Coast version of it.
The basketball tournament, is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's called I
Yeah.
think it's was it the TBT
The
or
tournament.
the tournament, and they've got a lot of alums from I think Louisville was playing Kentucky tonight. But definitely San Diego State should definitely be in that tournament. It'd be a lot of fun to see, former Aztec players like Devin, playing a tournament like that, and it's big stakes too. I think that you can make a lot of money doing that. It'd be really cool to have a San Diego State team.
That's wild.
Yeah, that just came on my radar this past week, actually, the tournament. And exactly what you're saying, alums from different schools, they like reform their team. And
Oh, that's cool.
Got to make it happen, Devin.
yeah.
Oh, wow. So cool. How many teams are in that? A lot.
Yeah,
Right?
I think it was like 32 or 60. I don't know,
That's a
64.
lot. Maybe 64. You got any Devin, your birthday's next week, right? August
Yeah,
6th?
my birthday next week, August
Do anything
6th.
fun? Enjoy your last year of the 20s, man. Goes quick, dude.
Oh.
Hey,
Oh.
Not to be creepy,
Wait,
but
no,
I'm on
I'm
the
still-
internet.
Why you
I'm
out
putting it
there,
out.
man?
Hold on, I'm still gonna
It's
be in
called
my
research.
20s. I'm still gonna be in my 20s. Hold on one second.
I do.
So Mike can't do math, can he?
Yeah,
You should be
I'm
29,
still-
right? Aren't you 29?
Yeah, still gonna
Yeah.
enjoy one more year in my 20s.
Yeah, your last year in your 20s. What are you talking about, Fiend? You're behind the eight
I
ball
don't
here,
want to
man.
think
Come on.
about that.
Enjoy it, man. It's fun, man. It's long years, fast days. I remember we're old, man. So, enjoy those birthdays, dude. They're great. You gonna do anything fun? You gonna be in San Diego? Or you gonna be where you gonna be?
I'm probably just gonna go to a nice restaurant, have a nice meal, call it a night.
Nice. That's a good
Oh,
one.
you sounded 30 already. Come on now, man. Let's do something. Let's do something. I'll mess with you, man. 30s are an excellent time. Excellent time to be alive.
So we've had a discussion. This is kind of off topic, which is weird for me, right? But does ketchup belong on a hot dog, Devin Watson?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
I
bro.
don't really eat hot dogs like that, but
That don't matter.
if I was, ketchup does belong.
Yeah, you'd never get away with that in Chicago. Let me just tell you
But
that.
he's not in Chicago. He's in San Diego, man. So we had a discussion. It's like they're like, what if you have one condiment to put on a hot dog? You only could do one. What would it be?
It's a no-brainer. Ketchup.
Mustard.
Oh, see, I said mustard. See, the ketchup guy. I like it. I like
bacon. It's not a condiment, but
it.
you got to put bacon on there.
That's new. I never heard of that. I never heard of anybody putting bacon on hot dog.
No, that's a
Unless
TJ
it's
dog
wrap.
right there.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's wrap.
Oh, okay.
That's a TJ dog. They throw the onions, throw all the.
I'm surprised they don't have like a taco or a hot dog cart outside of the Swish games on the way out, man.
Well, yeah,
You know?
That's a thought.
Mm.
Well, Dev, we don't want to reminisce too far back. I know what you're saying. It's like you gotta give a little more separation time before you start reminiscing back on those too many San Diego State days, right?
Yeah, definitely.
There's still a lot more legacy in the Devin Watson career to go, man. I'm excited to see what's next. What do you think is next? What is your gut telling you?
I don't know. Like I said, I'm just taking it one step at a time, one day at a time, and just being patient.
Yeah. I love what obviously when I read like Skylar's blog and different of his journal and his travels and all that good stuff. I mean, so many stories. We've talked with Winston Shepard, who's playing out there in Israel. He did the whole the Ukraine thing. I mean, that was wild, you're right. So I mean, so many experiences playing outside of the States. I mean, is there an experience that really stands out to you in your brief professional career of just something that I don't know, influenced you in any way?
I would say everyone has their own journey. So a lot of places I've been, you just got to do what you got to do. You know what I mean? Like, because everywhere is different. People go through a lot of different things, but I would say just got to stay strong, and just got to put your head down and work.
All right. Keep grinding away. Keep grinding
Keep
away.
grinding. That's all you could do.
So if you win the Swish again, is that 3 years in a row you'd be on the championship team?
Yeah, 3 years and I'm retired. That'd be three championships and I'm
So,
done.
breaking news. So if you win it this year, you're like, I'm done?
That'd be three. I
Right.
mean, what was that? That would be I played I won the first one, won the third one, didn't play the fourth, and this the fifth. I think this is the fifth year. Fifth year
Yeah,
to
that sounds
Switch.
right.
So yeah, if I win this one, try to be humble, because it's some tough games coming up on Thursday. It's a very tough game.
So you do have UTG. So on Thursday, for those of you who are asking in the chat, 5:30 is the first game scheduled on Thursday, and that's going to be Elite Ballers versus the Low Ballers. That's at 5:30. That's a 3 seed versus a 7 seed, so that should be a really good one. And then at 6:45 scheduled, UTG Understand the Grind. They'll be playing you guys team hit, and that'll be at 6:45. The 4 seed against the 8 seed. So you guys are still the underdogs, but I don't know, man. After what I saw,
that though.
yeah.
Yeah, I like being an underdog. Chip on our shoulder.
You already
And the
took
games
out
are
the big
tricky.
dog, so.
Yeah. The games are tricky. Like towards the end of the summer, some teams are playing better than others. The chemistry, big. That's very big.
Definitely.
All right. Tell us a little bit before we let you go, because I know it's getting late. Tell us a little bit about your time at State, though, because we can't completely ignore your time at State. I mean, tell us about that run. I mean, you guys were very close to getting to another Sweet 16, right? I thought that team, that 2018 team, was as good as any you're going to see, any Aztecs teams you're going to see out there. I mean, the talent on that team was obviously there. But tell us a little bit about that team, your final year. It was an interesting year, but it didn't end the way we all wanted, right? But your experience at State.
Which
It was
year?
his junior year.
Junior?
Was that his junior year? 18?
Yeah, 2019 was senior year.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of that year, obviously with Jalen and of course Trey and yourself and.
Oh yeah, that was my junior year.
So I mean, that year, I really felt like that team could have really.
Yeah, that team.
More noise.
I felt like that team was stacked. I definitely feel like that team was stacked. And I feel like we achieved, but we definitely could have achieved more that year. It was a heartbreaker though because we lost at the buzzer. It was a buzzer beater. It was March Madness, and it happens. It happens every year to any team, But I would say my stay at State, I loved it. I loved Fish. I loved Dutch. I loved the coaching staff. I felt like they handled things the right way and did things the right way. I enjoyed my time. Really nothing to complain about. I love playing for them. I feel like we was very competitive. So just came up short in that game. I think somebody had 30 on us. I don't want to name his name, but he did go crazy that game.
He had a man bun.
I think we did call him man bun, but he went crazy that game, and unfortunately we just ran out of time because he had a layup at the buzzer.
Isn't it crazy how one shot can really change so many different the ways certain people look at certain things? And I mean, obviously we experienced that with Lamont's buzzer beater 2 years ago in the Final Four. I mean, it was just an amazing shot and experience, and how it catapulted the program in an upward trajectory. But it's just amazing. It's amazing dynamic, this game that we love, One shot could be a big difference in so many different things,
Yeah, definitely.
And that shot on
I
Sunday,
think that team
unbelievable.
could have gone. I think that team in 2018 could have been a Final Four team. You guys almost took down Houston. Houston lost the next game on a buzzer beater to Michigan. And I think Michigan went to the Final Four that year. And you guys, the run that you guys put together from, I think it was the Wyoming game, where you didn't lose until that Houston game, was just spectacular. I mean, it was like everyone was playing like a team. You were sharing the basketball, not only utilizing the great talent that you have, but then playing above that talent level by playing as a team. And you guys really put it together. It was magical to watch. I tell you what, just that whole run, you just strung together win after win. And we got to the tournament, Mountain West tournament, and you had to win the Mountain West tournament to get into the NCAA tournament.
Yeah. I feel
that's a special time. I remember.
I feel like
slow down, Fiend. Slow down.
If we would have survived that game, if we would have came out and somehow won that game, I think we would have went far. Because our team was really good that year. And we finally put it together towards the end, and everybody was really gelling, because that team had been together for, I think, like 2-3 years. And then I came and I joined on late. So I feel like we was putting it together in the end. And if we would have got over that hump, I think we would have went further.
Justin in the chat saying that's right, because Houston lost the next round to Michigan, which made it to the finals. So that tells you the level of competition there, and you guys were right there. Devin, where were you when you were watching Lamont's buzzer beater, man? Were you watching the game?
I was in Australia. I think I was up at 6 a.m. watching that, because it's a 17-hour time difference. Next day, I was up at 6 a.m. watching that. I was running around my apartment they had me in. I was happy once I seen that. I texted them after the game and stuff like that. So that was a big moment in Aztec history.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Well, I love to hear.
Great. Mateo and I were there in Houston, and it was a lot of fun getting to see a lot of that former Aztecs for life, that were there in attendance. I got a photo with Trey Cal, and it was great to kind of reminisce about the past teams, but also to celebrate this special season that we had in 2023.
Yeah, that was amazing.
All right, man. So are you gonna call it, or are you you're on all these hot teams, man, towards down the stretch? Are you guys gonna take the Swish League this year? Are you calling it? I don't know if you necessarily want to do that, but
I'm not calling it. I'm just taking it one possession at a time, one game at a time, and we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see if we can make some noise.
One game winner at a time.
It's a beautiful answer. It's a beautiful answer.
Oh, I can't wait, man. I really can't wait for Thursday night. All you guys that are watching, if you can't physically be there, first, you want to physically be there. I mean, these are 2 games back to back. It's a Final Four of the Swish League, if you want to say. And what greater chance to see Mr. Watson do his thing on the court, man. It was a joy to watch you play in the red and black, dude. I can't say that enough. So much fun to watch. You knew you were just a walking bucket. You just knew it. And I think they're saying in the chat, yeah, that squad back there was, JK is saying, superb ball movement. It was so much fun to watch. The defense, everything. And it's been a joy to watch you at Swish, man. That's for sure.
Thank you. I appreciate it, for real.
Absolutely, man. Anything else, guys, before we take over Devin's whole evening? Good Lord, I'm sure you're getting tired of us.
No,
we appreciate
I'm at the gym right now. I just got done coaching and helping out and training and stuff like that. So I'm still at the gym right now.
Who are you coaching? Who are you coaching?
I help out at the Boys and Girls Club here in my local neighborhood and stuff like that. So just trying to give back to the community and stuff like that.
That's nice. Is
For
that
you,
something
man.
you think about doing after you hang up the laces?
Oh yeah,
And
definitely.
yeah.
For sure. I'm starting Watts Academy. Watts Academy. I'm gonna be AAU, all that. So yeah, that's just
Very
something
nice.
something in the works.
That's great. That's awesome.
Yeah,
What's the
good luck to you
inspiration
with
from
that.
that?
Awesome.
What's the inspiration for that, man? Is it just something obviously inside you?
Yeah, I love basketball. Like it's my number one passion. Just my dad used to coach me and my brothers growing up and stuff like that, and giving back to the community. So I want to do the same thing. Start my own program and things like that. Run camps and for people who was like me coming up trying to play basketball and stuff like that.
Beautiful, man. That's awesome to hear. All right, Dev. We appreciate you, man. It's great to hear. Great to catch up with you. Obviously, our first time getting to speak with you, and we'll have to get you on the live stream there at Swish. Make some more magic happen on Thursday. Let's see it. I want to see it, man. It was so much fun. That was so much fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough game Thursday.
All right.
But you're there, man. All you get is a chance, and that's all you want, right? Just get the
That's all you
opportunity.
need is a chance. That's all you
Well,
need
good
is an
luck,
opportunity.
man. Have a great birthday. Thank you for joining us, man. We really appreciate you. We miss you on the Mesa, man. We love watching you play ball, dude.
Nah, thank you guys. I appreciate you
Yeah.
guys, man. Shout out you guys. Shout out to Swish League. Shout out San Diego State. All you guys, man. Much love.
Aztec Nation. A lot of love for Devin Watson, hometown kid, Oceanside represent. A lot of good people up there, and they play some ball up there. So look out for the Watts Academy. Hopefully coming not too
Appreciate
soon,
y'all.
be but soon.
Thank
All right, Dev. You have a
thank
great night, man. We'll see you
All
on
right,
Thursday.
too. Good night.
Good
Look
luck
out
to you on
for us.
Thursday, Devin.
All right, thank you.
Take care.
All right,
Good night.
Yeah.
Good night.
Like every guy we talk to is almost the same mold of like I wouldn't say personality, but like ethic, moral background, whatever you want to call it. Do you know what I mean?
Work
Do you notice
ethic.
that? Yeah, well, work ethic and everything, but in terms of who they are as a human being, right?
Yeah.
Like they're all very similar, and you start to see the picture of who San Diego State gravitates towards, recruits and things like that. So, there is definitely a mold that they look for, basketball wise, personality wise, human being wise, all that stuff. So it's obviously apparent every time we talk to one of these young men, they're very similar, each of them, in terms of who they are,
And I think
boy,
that goes along with, the coaching staff really identifying guys that fit the program. And, like he said, he was a top 5 recruit, so I'm sure he was getting some big offers from some big programs. And, he chose San Diego State, because it fit what, he wanted, and it, fit his mentality and his character. And that goes a long way. It's awesome that, the quality of kids that we have been able to recruit at San Diego State, and Devin Watson is just one of those many, in that line of great Aztecs that we've recruited.
And that's kind of what I've been saying all the time is like, hey, we have our guys. They have their guys that they like and they want. And it's reciprocal, so we definitely have a guy that we like that comes into the program. And coming back home and getting to play in your hometown was pretty cool. And having the success he had. Yeah, what was that? Did Trey miss that shot at the end against Houston? Was that what it was? Was that what it was?
It was a long shot. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it hit the rim, but it was man bun towards the end of the game. I think I want to say Pope went up the block man bun, and he went like underneath them and laid it in. And it was just, a great shot that he made. And that guy had a, pretty historic performance against us. And, you got to tip your hat to them. But yeah, that team I thought really had the potential to make a deep run in the tournament. And we've had so many times in the tournament where we were one and done, where we had really talented teams, and it just comes down to matchups and who makes the plays at the right time. And for the magic happened for us in 2023, where we were able to carry that through for 5 wins in the tournament until we hit UConn eventually.
And that's what I love about the tournament, man. You got one game. It's not like the NBA's playoffs, where you could suck 3 games and still win the series.
And that's like with Swish League too.
Oh boy.
Right. So he's the 8th seed on those 5-game series.
Yeah. And that's what I love about. I love that stuff, man. I've kept tabs on you guys down there, and it looks like it's so much fun. I wish I could be down there with you guys. It just isn't in the cards this year. But so I wanted to ask you guys, put you on the spot. What have you learned going through this process of the whole Swish League, streaming it, getting accustomed? I mean, getting to interview Fish was great. I mean, it looked awesome. Am I jumping ahead?
Hold that thought,
right.
Because we have with us, he's been waiting very patiently in the back room, waiting for his time to get on. And, you ask about Swish League, man, it's been an experience. It's been a fun ride every single Sunday. And, I don't want to overhype him, but this guy's a pro. And if you guys have seen any of our live streams, we've had some challenging times, but it's been some great times. If you guys, I want to show this little video of a little fun interaction we had a couple games ago. We had, of course, Bryant Thursby on the call, along with combos with Kev from the podcast. Let's take a look.
Point guard, tween, crossover. Can you give me a fadeaway? Dave Powell. Oh, great defense. That is great defense by Valley Farm. That is a foul. Oh, never mind. They did not call a foul. They said off Valley Farm, low ball just gets the ball back. I don't know.
You got Showtime laughing on the MC right now.
I don't know. Showtime is laughing. We're confused over here. Hey, can I get a replay?
Trying to go to the review table.
Are there cameras here? Can we get a little bit of review? Taj is smiling about it.
Miles Bird went to the free throw line immediately.
Jay, look at me.
Fouled him?
Did you foul him? Yeah. Are you sure? Are you sure? Jay, I thought I saw you give him a bear hug. Jay's ignoring me. Referees, it's a very hard job. We got the replay center. We got a replay center.
Oh, the refs actually coming here.
Oh, they are coming to the scores table to watch a replay to see that it was a foul. What's the verdict here? Can I get a verdict from the referee like the NBA or what?
It's the first time for everything.
Basketball. Hey, Billy.
You're good. We're on your camera. Stay stable.
I think it's your ball. Billy is confirming with me that it is their ball. This is the most entertaining Swish League game I've ever been a part of. We got a replay live here. They called a clear path take foul. Our producer, Andrew, absolutely coming up clutch.
Shout out Drew. Drew Breezy.
And Andrew gives Valley Farm a free point because they called clear path take foul. Hey, Billy.
Thanks, Angel. You're
He definitely said that.
he was definitely thinking it. He did not. Oh, wait. It was Bird. Oh, my goodness. Raised the roof. Miles.
Hi, Birdman.
Oh, my goodness. I absolutely did not expect that, but Taj just crossed him over a little bit. Taj losing the ball. Miles with the highlight reel, and Birdman comes back and responds. Oh, my.
I had to share a little bit of that because joining us is Andrew, the producer. I love that moment. That might be one of the top moments of the Swish League after Devin's miraculous 3-point shot. Andrew El Chino Matarang, welcome to the show, man.
What's up, Mateo? What's up, Mike? What's up, What's up, everybody?
What's up, dude?
Up to that point, I didn't even know we had a replay center because that stuff costs a lot of money.
Yeah,
I mean, we got a budget, but man, I don't think we had an unlimited budget. Come on now, let's be real for 2 seconds. And I'll tell you this: it's TV magic part of it. But should I reveal the secret? Maybe I don't reveal the secret. What do you think? What do you think, Mateo? Should we give a little peek behind the curtain a little bit? What do we want to do?
There's no secrets. There's no secrets.
Nah, there's no secrets here. Full disclosure, I happen to have the stream up on my phone when this was all going down, and I remember that interaction. It's just really good banter back and forth as you got them arguing, and I could hear Brian, I could hear Kevin calling for it, and the refs kind of huddled up. I kind of went back into the thing because we're in a little bit of a delay. And I'm kind of like, all right, let me just get this ready in case. I didn't think the referees were actually going to come. One of the refs was going to come to the table and actually look at the replay. I didn't think so, but I'm like, that's the thing about live production. I said, you got to have it right. You got to be ready on the fly. Like you got to go with the moment, and you got to be able to say, you know what, be on the ready. And that's what happened there. And it was just a funny interaction there, seeing Taj, seeing Billy, and I'm like, but ultimately, I'm like, don't ask me that. I'm like, Mateo, you were behind me saying, make the call. I'm not making the call. I'm not the one with the whistle on it. Like I know we all at refs during games. I know this stuff, but in reality, reffing is a hard job here. And I do, with all due respect, I mean, and the folks that are there, give them their due. They're trying to make it, in the big time too. It's not just the players. It's not just the coaches. It's the refs trying to make that try to make a name for themselves too, and try to get into a higher place. So, I mean, look, the tool was there at the time; it was needed, and we came through in the clutch. And I think that was big. So, shouts to everybody for running with the moment. I still love it.
And really, Mike's asking, about the Swish League. We're doing all the broadcasts, the behind the scenes stuff, and it really is. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of it's a challenge. It's a lot of stress in the moment, right? I think people, you see the live streaming. It's been gradually getting better every single week. So, I mean, we appreciate all you guys for tuning in and supporting. There's been so many fans there at the games, Aztecs fans or just basketball fans that come up and have expressed their gratitude, their thankfulness for us for doing this. And just right now, just really an opportunity to say thank you to the Swish League. You know what I mean? Thank you to Lincoln for opening their doors. Thank you to the Swish League for entrusting Sons of Montezuma with telling the story and putting, what they have built for so many years now and letting us display it. Like, it's such an honor to do it.
Definitely,
and we've had a lot of fun with it.
It's having a lot of fun. They've been doing it for 5-6 years, and it's just their motto's up in the game, and Sons of Montezuma joining the fold, kind of really puts that meaning. It brings a true meaning to it, and it's a humbling experience. It's been a blur because it's like 6 weeks. Mateo, I don't even remember what led up to the idea of doing this all together, because it's been such a blur. We've been so involved. I mean, I'm grateful for the opportunity to take it on, bringing in another pro to really help with the directing. I mean, and just the response in terms of keep in mind, it's volunteers. Like, we're all, we all got our day jobs or night jobs or whatever jobs. And the fact that people have committed to it, they understand it. And it's like a gift to not just Sons of Montezuma. It's a gift to the community. It's a gift to the local hoops community. It's it's showcasing Southeast in a very positive light. And I've worked in the news industry for past tense, worked it for nearly 15 years, and you always get surrounded. And I'll be real, you get surrounded by all this negativity, and it's the bad perceptions and a reality of what we live in. I don't need to get all kind of like in a commentary, but I mean, going back to the Swish, it's like it's a gift for the hoops community. We love our Aztecs, we get it wrong, but it's seeing like different people from different colleges. You got people from all over the world. I mean, on the court, you got people. I remember one game we had someone tuning in from India, all the way in India. We had people from South America. I mean, the things that we're doing, like to put out these games and and pushing our envelope while kind of giving that gift back to the community is a very special thing. And I think it's just it's a testament to what Sons of Montezuma has done thus far, and then really expanding that out and really, and not just going in there and we're going to take this over. It's like respecting what's been built up to this point, and then being able to amplify that. And who knows where this goes? I don't know. We got nothing. I tell you all, we got nothing to lose here, and I'm just having fun in the moment. Probably one of the more fun projects I've done in a long time.
Yeah, great to hear.
And we've really been blessed with the amount of talent at Swish League this year. I mean, there's just been so much, whether it's this San Diego State players who are, on the roster for this upcoming season, or past San Diego State, players, just other players, Norman Powell coming out to play. Just really exciting, and getting to know, some of these players at some of the lower levels of college within San Diego, play D2, NAIA, but still very, very talented. Because we just have great talent here in San Diego, and it's a great showcase, and been a lot of fun to really kind of highlight and broadcast that.
And
Now,
if you have-
Fiend, I know for Aztecs fans, you were interested in one in particular that was playing and is going to continue to play, right, for the Aztecs, big man, Thakbor. Now, I know he caught your eye. Is there anything that you saw from his game? I know you were pretty excited.
Yeah, well, it kind of threw me off because Holly was on the call and she kept calling him Thor. But then I think I went back to a Mesa Foundation interview, and he now, said his name is Thor. I thought it was David or Majak, and that's, what we've been referring to him as. But 7-footer, long, South Sudanese, absolutely changed the dynamic of the game for the 7th seed low ballers against number 2 seed and defending champion. Well, two-time defending champion NLYS. They couldn't do anything inside in the paint with him there. And I love that presence that he is going to bring to San Diego State. I don't know if he gets on the floor this season. He may be a redshirt, kind of like Goon. I think his offensive game needs some improvement, but just the constant contesting, altering shots in the paint at the rim was eye-opening for me. I'd never seen him play before, other than, some clips here and there. And the guy played the entire game. They only have 5 players on low ballers. He didn't get a rest, and he's able to run the floor and play the entire game. I'm sure there's some things he's got to work on, outside shot and things like that the coaches will coach him up. But the raw talent that he has at 7 foot, you can't teach that. You either have it or you don't. And I'm really excited for what he's going to bring to the Mesa defensively for our team.
Yeah, he's definitely got the potential. You could see it. Of course, the body fills in, a little more maturity. Get that if indeed he does redshirt for this season, that's going to do him some real good, I think. And love that he's a part of Swish. You know what I mean? Getting ingrained in the San Diego community and playing against these former Aztecs, these Aztecs for life. I mean, it's a great opportunity for you guys to come down and watch him play for yourselves and up close, right? You're not gonna get that opportunity anywhere else. So I definitely want to encourage you guys all physically this Thursday. Come on down to the gym, to the Hive. If you can't make it, tune in here on YouTube, and we'll bring it for you. But Thursday's the semis, 2 games, and then this Sunday the championship game. We are coming to the finality of it all, and hopefully we'll have a little bit more extra special broadcast moments for you guys to all tune into. I know we've had a loyal following. It's great to see some of the Aztecs fans that show up, and I know Linda gives me her little treats, little chocolate treats every time she sees me down there in the gym, and it's just been a fun atmosphere seeing family members of the team and just different supporters that you see every time at Viejas, and they're there. It's awesome.
It's a real up close opportunity to really see these players and just see them in their element, see them like their true personality. Like it's an intimate. It's a high school. It's the Hive. There's history in there.
Yeah.
It's also just the intimacy of it as well. Just being able to you hear everything. You hear everything.
Oh yeah. We have to mic up one of the players on these games. Well, there's plenty more to come. I know it's gearing up for football season, but this is the Kiss the Rings episodes. We are basketball junkies. I appreciate all you guys in support of this new venture that we've done this summer with the Swish. Fiend, we got to get you back on the call one of these games, get you back on the court and talking some hoops action. And Mike, just appreciate your support, dude, as well. And looking forward to a new basketball season. It's going to be here before you know it. We're going to get you down to any football games, dude. You're going to come down to any football games, bro?
Hey, you guys have been doing great. You guys have been doing great, man. You guys have been awesome. Fiend, are you going to go this weekend?
Yeah, I'll be there, definitely.
Yeah, you guys have been doing a great job, man. I catch a little bit when I can, but you guys, it's fun to watch you guys, and I'm proud of you guys. And I wish I could be down there, but it just isn't the cards for me, like I said. But I mean, I'm keeping tabs on you guys. You guys doing a great job.
Appreciate
Thank
that.
you.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you guys to all the volunteers that may be watching this at some point, like Josh and everybody else. And just so grateful for all the people. And it's all good, Mike. We'll get you down here one of these years for Swish. But
for sure, I want to bring my little girl down, but she's got can't. It's just too much this year. So, but yeah, I mean, football's right around the corner. I'll watch it. I like watching it and stuff like that. But like basketball to me it's this. I love it. I can't get enough of the basketball. I'm excited for the season. So are we, does the, I know we're jumping ahead, but does the conference schedule come out typically before the non-conference in the next month or so? It's right around Labor Day, right? Or I guess it flips whenever it is. I feel like conference comes out first. Maybe, I don't know. I can't remember, but hopefully we'll get to see that at the end of a month here or something like that. Maybe we'll jump back on, and if Matt can fit it in with his football schedule, I know he's got a lot going on. Excitement on the Mesa.
Start planning our road trips.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Andrew,
you're gonna come on the road.
those.
Andrew, you're gonna come on the road trip this year for basketball?
I just might. Careful what you wish for. I say Mateo knows. Careful what you wish for.
Oh yeah. We did one in Vegas already, boy.
Yeah.
That was wild.
Andrew, what's one conference team that you would want to go visit on a road trip at their house?
Good question,
you haven't visited.
Do I have to? No, I'm just kidding. Oh man, every time I find myself at UNLV, take care of LV. I agree with you. It is Viejas North, but I mean, I have to respect you all here for for you all going into like Reno, where bats are everywhere, going into the pit. I mean, if you want to go, if you want to take down a team on the road, you got to go into like the Hornets that's there and get stung a little bit, but come out and survive. So I don't know. As much as UNLV would be the easy answer here, like I kind of wish I went with y'all to the pit. I don't know if
I say Fort Collins. I say Fort Collins. I want to go to Moby Arena. I want to go to Moby.
It's gonna be a good one. Like they got that high angle when you see the games away. And then they have this RAM, I guess, when it gets louder or something, it like the lights up like even higher and higher. Of course,
is that what you think, Fiend? Is Colorado State the one you want to go to?
Fort Collins would be a fun road trip. I have not seen a game there. Been to Fort Collins several times, but have not seen a football or basketball game there. So would definitely love to do that.
Yeah, if we can go to Fort Collins, I would go. I want either Fort Collins or Wyoming. I go to either of those.
Good point, Vinny. Good point, Vinny makes. New NIL basketball tournament in November in Vegas is the best road trip this year. 3 big-time opponents. And that might be the same weekend as F1, right? I think it might be.
Separate.
It's the week after.
Is it?
Yeah.
Thank God.
Okay. All right. I know me and Josh were talking about that. Josh, we were talking about F1 and all that stuff in Vegas. I know the Aztecs play football against UNLV the week before this NIL tournament. So it's just going to be a wild November for Aztecs in Vegas. But I'll make it happen.
We're not even talking about March. We were going to Vegas how many times in November?
Oh, yeah. We'll go to March.
Holy smokes.
What stays in Vegas? Oh, wait. Is that what I said? What you do in Vegas stays in Vegas?
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
There you go. Thank you.
You got it. Those games in the NIL tournament at the end of the month too. I think those games are early week. I think we got that first game against Texas A&M, but supposedly the last I read it was the first part of the week. So, and then I think there's Thanksgiving's a break. They won't play on actually Thanksgiving, and then I think they play on Friday. I know it's early part of the week though, so for your planning purposes.
Oh, you know what? The F1 race I think is November 23rd in Vegas.
Week before.
That is
The football weekend?
Football's the weekend before. That's the 16th.
16th.
But that's the Saturday before Thanksgiving, I think. So it's gonna be wild. That's gonna be crazy. Matt's second home.
That's right.
Oh, I'll be there. All
right, boys.
Guys, anything else? Let's wrap it up. Swish League, guys, this Thursday, the semifinal games. Hope to see some faces down there, 5:30. And then at 6:45, I believe that was 6:45, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Unless that game goes to overtime again, the first one.
Ooh.
We'll
see, man. Both games are going to be good. I'm not going to predict any winners at this point yet, but they're definitely going to be exciting. So, Skylar Spencer's on one team. You guys want to see some Aztecs? They got a good squad, and of course, Devin Watson. He's going to be team hit. They're going to play in the second game that Thursday night. So, hope to see you guys all down there. SD Sports Fiend, Mike Tortolot, Andrew El Chino Matarang. What's going on? Thank you for joining us. We'll see you guys all Thursday. Tune in to the Swish League. And if not Thursday, hopefully we'll see you down for the championship game Sunday. We are streaming Thursday.
Nice.
Semifinals. These games are going to be wild. So definitely tune in. All right, everybody. Have a great evening and enjoy the rest of your week. We'll see you next time. Go Aztecs.
Go Aztecs.
Go Aztecs. Good to see you guys.
Hey, right back at you all. Let's go.
Peace. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to announce that Smooth Sack Summer is officially here. When you're playing in the summer sun, make sure you're groomed up from pubes to bun. Thanks to our friends at Manscaped, this could be your smoothest summer yet. Is the ultimate bundle to keep your boys cool while you look hot. Join the 10 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer. Get 20% off plus free shipping at manscaped.com when you use this promo code SUNS20. Inside the package, you'll find the star of the show, the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra. And Manscaped even threw in 2 extra gifts to the Performance Package 5.0, Manscaped Boxers and the Shed Travel Bag. The Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra is their 5th generation trimmer, so they've got it dialed down to a science. And right now, with that promo code SUNS20, make sure you save that 20% off, plus the free shipping and the 2 extra gifts. You can't beat it for summer to stay cool and look hot. Remember that. Manscaped.com. Take advantage of it today.